Hello YouTube, hello my creepers. How's everyone doing today? So I'm back at you with another video. It is Monday night, September 16th I believe. And I just wanted to make a video. It is almost time for me to go to bed, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna fold clothes and we're gonna make a video instead. Why not? So, as everyone has known, I've been away a little bit. I haven't been uploading as much, been really busy. So, this video that we're making is going to be an interesting video. And it's interesting because I can see it from both sides now, I guess. And it is the annoying things that cashiers and customer service people on the floor have to deal with on a daily basis. And I thought very hard before I hit the record button, do I want to make this video or do I not want to make this video? So we'll start with the customer service aspect because I've been doing that the longest at my part-time job. So we're going to start with that first. And the first thing that is really annoying to us customer service associates is if you're right behind us and you're really behind us and you're either looking or you're in a daze or some stuff and you don't move and we're trying to fix our area and you're literally standing in the way. Literally I can't move, I can't do my crap, I can't clean, I do nothing because you're literally on me. Literally you're on me. That's the number one annoying thing. The second annoying thing is there are people who ask really dumb questions. And it's unfortunate because when I was younger and when I was in school, I was always told there's no such thing as a dumb question. 5 years in retail has determined that was a lie. I'm not even kidding. People just say stupid stuff. They don't think. They just ask. They don't even think. Oh, this could be here. No. They're either lazy, dumb, or a combination of both because they don't think. They just don't want to deal with it. So then the third thing is that this really kind of irks me personally because I clean the store. And basically whatever is messy is left on me and my other associates to handle. So when I'm trying to clean the store and you're personally making it dirty, that's going to bother us because we're trying to clean the store so we can go home. And you're purposely messing it up. Now, I don't mean you're shopping the store. I mean you went to Dunkin' Donuts, Cumberland Farms, Starbucks, Chipotle, whatever. And you're walking around the store with a Dunkin' cup or a Cumberland Farms cup or a Chipotle bowl. And you decide, well, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to put it right on this display. 1, there's a trash can in the bathroom. 2, there's 2 trash cans on the outside of the store. 3, if you don't want it, ask an associate. They can bring you to a trash can. There is no need to plop it on a display for your trash. It's come on. Really? It's the one thing that pisses me off the most. The other thing that pissed me off, I think we're at number 5, or 3. I don't know. People who are entitled. Now, this can go both ways. And working on the floor, so cleaning, organizing, stuff like that, and people are entitled, I have been whistled at. I have been snapped at. I've been talked to I was a dog. Basically, they're you now, or someone did this now. And I just kept walking away because I'm not your dog. I understand me walking away was not great customer service, but I'm not going to be snapped at and finger wiggled at. I'm sorry. It's happened. I've been mocked at because we don't have stupid little things such as Scotch tape. And that's funny because people are just weird. I'm sorry. They're just weird. And, it's interesting to see how these customers, when they go into a store, they don't think, like, their brain just shuts off. Literally, their brain just shuts off. Like, they grab a cart, they start putting shit in the cart, and literally their brain just shuts off. And it's just like, oh my God. And, you know, it's just like, why? I don't get it. And, you know, there have been many times, and unfortunately this is both-sided, every store opens at a specific time and closes at a specific time. Now, at the store that I work at, the hours are posted on the front door on the outside before you walk into the store. You can ask one of us. We're more than happy to answer your question. My favorite thing is we close the store at 9 p.m. every day, except for Sunday. Sunday is 7. Every other day is 9. Tell me why people walk around the store 9:30, 9:45, and we can't do anything. We're not supposed to make an announcement, although we have been, because people are taking advantage. But it's like they're walking around the store and they're like, "Oh, what time do you close?" 9. "Oh, what time is it?" "Oh shit, it's 9:15. I gotta get out." "Oh shit, it's 9:30. I gotta get out." Have you looked up at Google? Have you looked at the front door? Or are you just not paying attention? Now, those are just a few of the things that have really bothered me. You know, like I said, the whistling, the snapping at, the finger waving, that does piss me off. Because, again, I'm not your dog. I just work here. And I'm not a piece of meat or whatever to boss around. But, you know, I've been yelled at. I've been called every name in the book because I was doing my job right. I was called a bitch because we didn't have anything in the back. Not that's not my job. My job is to clean the store. I was told I was inconsiderate, although I was not. I was told that I'm going to be there for the rest of my life, which obviously I'm not. I mean, I'm there one day a week, but whatever. And, you know, that's just a few of the things. The other thing is, customers are weird. And when I say that, they specifically look at you while you're cleaning. And when you leave that area, they just freaking swoop over. Like, they're seeing you, that you're spending your time cleaning this area or this thing or this cage or whatever. And the minute you walk away, they just... They go all to it like a magnet. I don't understand why. I just don't. And they screw it up, and then you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. So that's the customer service associate on the floor side of this video. The other side of this video is the cashiering standpoint, which is my new job. Now, I've only been at this job for about 2-ish months, and I have dealt with a lot. Customer-wise and manager-wise, but we're not getting into the manager portion. The cashiering standpoint does have its annoyances as well. You are restricted. You can't really move. You have to stay in your register unless you're filling the coffee or whatever. The number one thing that annoys me about being a cashier is that, you know, I have a line, okay? There are people before you. I'm trying to cash them out. I'm doing the best I personally can. I'm trying to cash them out. And someone who I'm cashing out has breakfast. They have eggs. They have, you know, sausage. They have toast. They have hash, corned beef hash, and a coffee. And then there's a person behind them that just has a coffee. They will literally leave $1 at my register and walk away. And how am I supposed to know what you had? I have to guess what you had, like, because you were that impatient and you couldn't freaking wait in line for 2 seconds more? Like, that's the first thing that really irks the hell out of me, because now I'm like, well, now I have to guess what you got because you were impatient and you had to walk away. Bitch, I have places to go. I got people to see. I got shit to do. What makes your life so important? We're all important. If you can't wait in line for 2 extra seconds while I finish ringing up this person's breakfast because you think you're hot shit, no, that's not how it works. Now, this next reason is in conjunction with the reason I just stated. This has happened a few times already. I'm just going to brush my hair. So basically, where the registers are, there's, I call it a counter. There's like a side counter where you put your food, 2 registers and another counter, and then there's space, and then there's a single one. So I'm in the double one, so it's me and somebody else. Then there's another one with who's one person. Now this has also happened several times. I'll be ringing somebody out. A customer will swoop behind me because it's open in the back for us to enter and go as we want. And they will put $1 next to me and walk away. Now, I get it. You have places to go, people to see, shit to do. I get it. So do I. I don't care. If you cannot wait in line for 2 seconds while I finish ringing somebody out, or you think you're that important, you have a problem. Wait in line. You're an old person, whatever. Wait your turn. That's all I can say. Wait your turn. The other thing is, now I can only speak for where I work with the register. I can't speak everywhere else that has registers, just where I speak. Now, on our system, we have certain buttons that we use, and then we have buttons that we don't use, but that are there. I don't understand why. I don't get it. I just know, don't hit the buttons. Don't hit the button. Although, when I was learning and I was trying to go about it, I was hitting the buttons because, obviously no one could really help me in the heat of the battle. So I had to basically learn on my own sometimes. So basically, I'll give an example. We have a sausage patty button for breakfast, but we also use it for when a person has sausage links. But it says sausage patty on the screen portion, so people read sausage patty. So many people, and I get it, I do. It's just really annoying. They'll be like, well, why I didn't order a sausage patty? I'm like, yeah, I understand. That's just the button that we have for the links and the patty. And people question me on that all the time. And I'm like, I'm just a cashier. I'm just doing what I'm told to do. That's basically it. I'm sorry. People have yelled at me. People have given me attitude. People have been mean. People have not been understanding of that. And it's also the same way when we have lunch, because we have these things called, it's like a meal deal or whatever. And usually it's an entree and 2 sides. And it comes with either a coffee, a bottle of water, a milk, medium soda. And if you get the water, you have to type it in a certain way. So literally, I'll be typing it as I hit this button. And then for water, I have to scan it after I hit the water button because it's not the right price. So many people have been like, well, doesn't the water come with it? I'm like, it does, but it's just part of how we have to put it in. I do apologize. And that, I understand, but that does also get very annoying because I'm like, I have to explain this 10,000 times because these morons don't know what the hell they're doing when they set up this damn program. So that's just the other thing. The other thing that's really annoying is the attitude. The attitude from customers who try to gyp you. They give you attitude if you ring them up and in their mind it's too expensive, although it's not. It's the right price. I've had people bitch at me because they're like, that's too expensive. And I'm like, no, this is what you ordered. This is what you got. Like, I'm sorry. I don't control what you put in your tray. I don't control what you put on your plate. Sorry. And it's just like, again, they give me attitude. There's this one story. It's a short story, so I'm going to put it in this video. And and this goes with the next reason I'm going to say. So let me state what it is. So in order for us to charge you the correct amount, you need to open your container. And they have like these styrofoam containers or these plastic containers. And we ask you to open it because we can't effing see what's in there. We can't see what is in the styrofoam container. We just can't. I'm sorry. I don't have laser vision. I'm sorry. So this is when I was first starting out, and there's this woman. She doesn't say much. Really doesn't say anything at all, honestly. Short. She's short. She's like 60, maybe older than that. Whatever. And she works at a program called SAW, which is School in the Workplace, which my coworker is attending, so that's how I know that this woman works there. She works the front desk as like a secretary or some shit, whatever. And she had a small styrofoam container, and I was still relatively new, so I'm trying to follow the rules. I'm trying to know what button is what, who has what, open the damn container. So she has this small styrofoam container, and she says it's a biscuit. And I said, I need you to open it. She's like, why do I have to open it? It's a biscuit. I'm like, listen, ma'am, I don't care if you have a 3-layered cake in there. I don't care if you have a creme brulee in there. I don't care if you have truffles in there. Open it. Open the container. And she opened it, but she was just being really snippy and snappy about it. And I'm just like, stop giving me attitude. Just open the fluffing container. Don't give me attitude. Don't try to lie about what you got either, because, just don't do it. And it's annoying because we're the ones who have to take the shit. I am there to work. I am there to excel at things. I am there to excel at my life. I'm starting there and I'm going to grow. But every job has its annoyances, and those were a few from being on the floor and cleaning the store, being a customer service associate versus being a cashier. Now, I will say there are a few other annoyances, such as I don't get a chair, so I have to stand for like 8 hours a day, which is also bullcrap. Because when I was first starting out, my legs would get really crampy and my feet would really hurt. Now I think I'm just used to it, so I'm okay with that. So that will come in handy for a few other things. I have to rely on others to get change sometimes, and that's not always good because, sometimes they take forever. Some people in the kitchen have egos, although I'm not sure why. Some people are very, very nice. I've met some of the most nicest people in the place where I work now full time. I've met some of the nicest people who care about others, and it's a shame because sometimes they get taken advantage of, and that's not okay. We all work hard to make a living, make a paycheck, to buy stuff with, pay bills. I'm trying to save up for a newer car because my car's still not doing too well. I'm trying to make a savings account. I'm trying to build myself up. I couldn't do this alone with just the part-time job. So I'm trying to do it now. But yeah, that was a few annoyances from my both experiences of working at the cleaner store and cashiering. The absolute number one thing that really pisses me off though is that I do have to act happy and I do have to smile and I do have to say, what can I do for you, ma'am? How are you, sir? How are you doing? And even if you're giving me shit, I still have to act happy, which sucks. It does suck, especially when you're taking a beating. But in the end, you do learn some things. I'm so grateful for everything I've learned from the part-time job and even this job. I'm learning a lot. And like I said, I enjoy who I work with. I enjoy working with them. And even though it's not a glamorous job, it is a foot in the door. So I am very excited. All right, guys. That was my pros and cons of being my my different reasons of annoyance from being a cashier to a CSA on the floor of a store. Like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what annoyances you have, if I missed any, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright guys, have a good night.